Ladies and gentlemen, and those in between, what's up? This is Iyanla. I recorded this like 2 days ago, but the sound was terrible. So we're going to hope for something better. Anyway, girl, it's been so long since I watched it. I watched it on Saturday. Today is Wednesday. I don't have no notes. I've already recorded it. So, when I talk about something on camera, it's out of my mind forever. But we're going to try to pull this back up. And it's not going to be long, but I fully went into it. I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. The pollen done got all in my nods. I fully went into this episode expecting to hate and drag Hazel E. That's not exactly how I left the episode feeling. I just really don't like her mama now. So let's get into just a couple of things that went on. They brought the mama in immediately. I didn't like the mama. Angela was her name. She looked like she was lying from the moment I saw her. I was like, she don't look truthful. She went on about how Hazel or Erica is a whole different person from Hazel. And, they read some of Hazel's lyrics and the words were simply pop my butt, pop, pop my butt. The mama said she felt like that was degrading and carrying on. Okay. Then we get into the backstory of Hazel's life. From her mom's perspective, which is, she had her as a teenager and was forced to get married and didn't really want to have a baby and didn't really want to get married, but she did. And then, the girl's father passed away on a motorcycle, in a motorcycle accident. And, all this growing up, she looked just like her daddy and, the carrying's on. All the carrying's on. Everybody would tell her, you look just like, I can't remember her daddy's name, but it started with an A too. You look just like Mr. A in Carrying On. And then we bring Hazel in. She had on this horrible lace front, but I'm not going to drag her for it right now. She basically was giving demure. Like, it was a whole different... And mind you now, I've only watched, 2 episodes of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So I have not been exposed to Hazel E as much as a lot of other people have. Because I tried... They just all get on my nerves. Love and Hip Hop New York gets on my nerves the least out of all the franchises. But they also got on my nerves, and I stopped reviewing mid-season. So, honestly, I did one review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and then on the next episode, I couldn't do anything else. So, again, I don't know a lot about Hazel E, aside from the fact that I canceled her several months ago when she tweeted what she tweeted. I completely and totally canceled her, got her right on out of here. And, I likened her face to, her nose to a bell pepper and, a notification bell shaped nose and all of these things. I did all of that. And going into this episode, seeing her sit there and just kind of be demure, like she was really low key. And I'm like, did I misjudge her? Is she giving something else? Like, what is going on? They talked about the tweet she tweeted about the monkey looking dark butts or whatever she said. And Iyanla made her stand up and read, pop my butt, pop my butt to Sojourner Truth and them girls, Harriet and Rosa and Daisy and Dorothy and Pearl and them. And she read the lyrics. I don't think it really impacted her, aside from the fact that standing up and saying pop my butt, pop my butt is slightly embarrassing. I don't think it really affected her in any particular kind of way, but we talked about the tweets and carrying on, and then Iyanla wanted to get to the root of the problem. And apparently the root of the problem is she was molested by some darker-skinned women. And it was weird. She was molested by some darker-skinned women. Her mama was in an abusive relationship. We didn't say whether or not the abuser was dark. And they kept having to move. They just kept having to get up in the middle of the night and move houses. And I don't know if the house she was running from was a dog house or what, but I don't understand the correlation. And Iyanla then, presents to Hazel and her mom. They sit together and Iyanla's like, so when she was molested at 5, what was up with you? And the mom was like, I don't know anything about this. Molested at 5? I'm not, what are you talking about? And Hazel was like, the black girls. The black ones. And she was like, oh, the black girl. Oh, I took care of that. And then Iyanla was like, okay, so you took care of it, blah, blah, blah. And we moved on. And she was like, well, I don't remember anything about it. I don't know. I don't recall. And I'm sitting here like, how you go from I don't remember to, oh, the black girls, I took care of that, back to I don't remember. How? How did we get here? I don't get it. I don't understand. So I'm waiting on Iyanla to say, well, how did you take care of the situation with the black girls? I never got my answer. We just pressed right on through. And I'm like, I'm sorry, y'all, the wind. Let me, because I'm sure it's interfering with my microphone. Because that's the problem we had the other day. But it's 80 degrees, child. And I can't just be out here burning. But it was just really weird. I don't like her mama. And you know, when I canceled Hazel initially for the monkey, black butt, darky tweets that she was tweeting, I dragged her mama slightly in that moment because Hazel said, and we never talked about this on Iyanla, and that was weird to me. Hazel said when those tweets happened that her mama told her to not trust these dark-skinned women and do blah, 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 or whatever she said. Iyanla ain't say nothing about that. Iyanla ain't say nothing about, you know, the comments she was making towards the gay community. Like, Hazel mentioned it a couple times because she said these two communities, you know, that I don't have anything against. And I'm like, first of all, yes, you do. Second of all, when are we going to talk about the other community? Like, I understand that, you know, Oprah and Iyanla are black women and, you know, the gay thing kind of probably falls by the wayside a lot of the time, but she was talking to them too. So I'm trying to get an understanding. What I need from E is understanding. Because I feel like Iyanla glazes over certain things and then, I don't know, but whatever. So they was doing all that carrying on, child, and I'm sitting here trying to understand her mama. Never did get an understanding. And then we sit with some actors and actresses. And Estelle was there. Y'all know, well, y'all might not know, but everybody else know. I love Estelle. I love her, love her, love her, love her. Except when she did that stint on Empire. I ain't care for that. But anything else, I love her. She was there, Raven Goodwin, from being Mary Jane's niece. She was there, and she had the most to say and the most prolific to say. But anywho, girl, they sat and they talked about their histories and their stories, and you know, I'm brown and these are my problems, that kind of thing. And it was cute. It was very touching. Raven sat in front of Hazel and was like, it hurt me when you said what you said, and you know, this, that, and the other. And she said it well. She said it with purpose. She said it thoughtfully. Everything she said, I was sitting here like, yes, girl. Hazel then goes in to say, I don't really feel that way about dark-skinned women. I'm a black girl, so how could I feel? First of all, that's a stupid question. That's a real stupid question. Second of all, yeah, you do feel that way about darker-skinned women because you wouldn't have said it if you didn't have those thoughts. I don't say things that I don't think or feel. It just doesn't. It don't come up in my mind to say. It just doesn't. So all of that. And then Iyanla was like, well, tell her why you felt this way. And then she goes on to say that she was all the things that light-skinned people experience. You ain't dark enough. You ain't black. You wouldn't have been out in the field with us. Blah, do. All the carryings on. And it was like, so if you don't feel this way, then why is Iyanla prompting you to say that, you know, dark-skinned people hurt you too? Like, girl, I don't have time. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. It was, colorism is a topic that I stay away from because it always turns into some foolishness. Because, girl, not diminishing anyone's experience, it turns into foolishness because everybody wants to fight instead of acknowledging, yes, girl, you have these issues, and also they have these issues. That's where I can't get with colorism conversations. I can't have them because when I say, oh, yeah, girl, you know, I understand completely, and it is very hard to be your skin tone, whatever that skin tone is, then somebody pops up with, well, you wouldn't know because you, and I'm like, girl, I never even tried to give you that. So colorism conversations drain me. I have been told to shut up on the matter because I'm too light-skinned to have an opinion about it. So I try to just keep it real to myself because I don't want to have to fight nobody over my standing in blackness. I just don't want to have to do that. So I'm going to just log off, girl, because I'm drained. I don't really feel like going through the whole, you know, you would have been in the field and I would have been in the house conversation because, girl, the house was still slavery. Anyway, I'm finna complete these scams. I'm pulling scams today, which is why I got my hat in, you know, my shade. I'm very low key. So I'm gonna do these scams and I may call y'all bike with a rambling report. Maybe. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all the things the YouTubers say. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about the whole situation. I feel like it wasn't wasn't nothing really fixed. Like, the girl is 37 years old. That shocked me. The fact that Hazel is 37 years old really took me aback. It took me aback. I just don't feel like she was fixed. I feel like she and her mama still feel the way they feel. And it's just gonna have to be what it is. And that's the way it is. So let me go run this scam, and I'll call y'all later. Peace.